Hi everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for something a little bit different actually. Today I'm going to be doing my first mod review. Now I was looking on the Mod The Sims website and I came across this mod which I thought looked really interesting, and I really wanted to make a video about it because I feel like a lot of you are going to find this useful and you might want to download it for yourself. So this mod is called the More Buyable Venues, and basically what it allows you to do is let your Sims buy other venues to have as a business. Now with Get to Work there were a few different options that you can have to own a business for your Sims, but this kind of extends that range and gives you a bit more options to choose from to own a business. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you those today and show you how they work. I'm going to go through the website here briefly to show you what it's all about. I'll show you the different files you need to download it and how to, and then I'm also going to jump into game and I'll show you how to buy a venue and how it all works, and I'll give you some opinions about what I think of this mod as well. So I'll leave the link down below to this website so you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. So for the description, it just lets you know that if you have the freelancer mod, then you don't really need that. It's literally just like another version of this really. So if you have the freelancer mod, you don't need to download this because it basically does the same thing. For this mod, you do need Get to Work since it is kind of like that business thing that we got with Get to Work. But if you don't have that, then the freelancer mod is the other alternative. So it's just telling you here a bit about the venues that you can buy. So there are a few different ones here, as you can see. So you got bars, clubs, lounges, cafes, libraries, a gym, cafe, wait, I just already said that, a karaoke bar, art centre, museum, park, pool, and a relaxation centre. Now the one I'm going to be showing you today is a bar, and I'll show you that in just a second. It is showing you a little bit more information about different things here. So you have to have your venue as a special venue in order to be able to go into the build menu and able to buy it, and it just tells you here about the different types there as well. Also, there has been updates to this, and they do tell you about the updates of what they've done so far. So they did give us another different type of venue type here of a gaming centre, a playground, and a daycare, which are all pretty exciting things. So I'll let you go on the website and have a look at those if you want to in more detail. So to buy a venue, you do it through the computer, which I'm going to show you how to in just a second. And then further down the page, it just tells you about further things to do with specific different types of venues and information about those, if there is any. So I didn't mention, but I should have. This is actually by Little Miss Sam on the Mod The Sims website, and make sure you go ahead and download them and give them a thanks once you've downloaded it as well. So I just want to show you one more thing before we head into game. Here it shows you the download page. Now here there are 3 different types of files that you can download for this. Now the 2 ones that you need are these first 2 here. This one where it just says Little Miss Sam More Buyable Venues. This is like kind of like the base or the main mod that you need for this to work. The other one here is called the Little Miss Sam Venues list. This is the second one that you also need for this to work. The third one here is an additional one, so if you're not going to have a bar venue, then you don't actually need this. But since I am going to be showing you how a bar venue works in today's video, I've downloaded all 3 of them. So this is the only additional one, but like I said, since we are looking at a bar, this is a good one to have. So it just lets you have kind of like more advanced bars and things like that. So these are under a like a zipped file, so you need some sort of unzipping software to actually get this into your mods folder. So the one I use is WinRAR. I believe there are a couple more options for PC on how you can do that. For Mac, I'm not exactly too sure how you do that, but I would believe there are some things available because I do have a Mac myself, but I don't actually play The Sims on there. So I would Google that if you're not really too sure how to do that for a Mac. So once you've downloaded these and you've unzipped them, it just becomes one package file for each of these things. So if you download all of these, you have 3 different package files, and you just go and put them into your mods folder. Now you can have a subfolder for this, so within your mods folder you could label a folder saying the More Buyables venue mod or whatever, just keep it organized. That's just a personal preference. You may just want to have it open in your mods folder, and that's totally up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into game now and show you how this all works. Okay, so we're in game now, and I've just got 2 Sims here to demonstrate this mod with. These 2 Sims are newlyweds, and they have just moved into their first home together here, and they are going to go ahead and buy a business because that's something they really wanted to do together and make a life for themselves. And I've also added in a couple more simoleons into the household, but I don't think the venues are going to be that much. I just exaggerate a little bit. Okay, so the way that your Sim goes ahead and buys a venue is to go onto the computer, and you go under the household section, and then it tells you here the different options that you can choose from to buy your venue. So there are a few different options here, and there's also 2 different versions of each thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by that. So as you can see here, it says buy a bar, and the other option here is buy an ownable bar. Now, as you can see, those are 2 different things. Now, the one you want to go for is Ownable Bar, because then that allows your sim to actually go there and, you know, do things there and make money from it. So we're going to go ahead and buy an Ownable Bar. But before you go ahead and do that, there is one more thing you have to do in terms of the lot type of the venue that you're going to go ahead and buy. And I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by that, and then we'll head back here and show you how to actually buy it. So before you go ahead and buy your venue, there is one more thing you have to do in terms of the lot type itself. So this bar here, the Rattlesnake Juice Bar, is classed as just a bar. Now you have to change it into a different type of venue so you can go ahead and get your sim to buy it. So the reason you have to change it is because as it's just called like a bar as a slot type, the game classes that as already being owned. So you have to go ahead and change your lot type to something else, and then that'll make you be able to buy it. So the one that we're going to change it to is Ownable Bar. So if you scroll down here, there are a few more different options here in terms of your lot types, and as you can see here, they have the more options for the other types of things that you can buy. But the one we are looking for here is Ownable Bar, and that then allows us to actually go ahead and buy it. So I'm going to go ahead, jump back into our household and get them to go ahead and buy it now from the computer again. Okay, so once you've changed the lot type, then you go ahead and actually click buy an Ownable Bar, and it's going to go ahead on the computer, search around for a little bit, and then go ahead and do that, and then it'll change over to the map view, and then you go ahead and choose the lot that you want to buy. So the one we're going to go ahead and buy is the Rattlesnake Juice Bar in Oasis Springs. So here it is here. Now as you can see, the lot type has changed to an ownable bar, so then that allows us to go ahead and actually buy it for ourselves. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that, click yes, finished, and there we go. So it's just like buying a regular lot that you would, maybe a residential lot. It's just the same process really, and then I'm going to go ahead and wait for this loading screen to finish, and I'll meet you back off at the Rattlesnake Juice Bar. Okay, so we're here at the Rattlesnake Juice Bar, and once the lot loads, the first thing that's going to happen is going to bring you up this window here. So this allows us to transfer funds into our business like it would with the other lots that we'll get through Get to Work. It's just the same process, so you can change household funds into your retail store to buy things here. So I'm just going to change over 2,500, I think that'll be enough, and as you can see here, it's done that. So it also has the little menu over here like it would for a normal business. Now one thing this mod doesn't do is this open and close button doesn't actually work. Now this is because the modder had a problem because it was kind of an in-depth coding process to go ahead and do that, which is understandable. So the way to get around this is to go ahead and use the doors and use the lock door for feature. Now when your business is closed, you just lock the door, and when it opens, you can open it. Now that's not really necessary, it's just a way if you want to make it a little bit more realistic. And a good feature about that is when it's closed, no people will come into your bar, and then they're not going to like be stuck there as well, so you don't have to wait for them to leave. So when you come back the next year or whatever, there'll be no people in your business until you open the door, and then the people will start coming in. So that's a good way around it if you want to make it a little bit more realistic. So how you're probably wondering how you actually start making money, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that now. So since this is a bar, and there is a few ways you can do it. You could either just hire a mixologist like you normally would and make money through that. The other way is just to tend the bar yourself, which I'm going to do, which I kind of like in some way because it's kind of like you're owning your own business and make the money for yourself. So we're going to go ahead and tend the bar and wait for some people to come over and get some drinks. So as you can see, a vampire's coming here to try and order a drink, and I'm hopefully he's not going to change us into a vampire while he's here. So what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is just change our household funds down to 0, so I can show you easily how much money we'll actually make from this. Okay, so I've took the money out of our retail store funds, so we can go ahead and show you easily how much money they make. So Caleb over here is going to go ahead and order a drink, and we're going to go ahead and see how much money he'll make from this. So, oh, well, he's now want to have a conversation with him, so maybe he's not going to order a drink, but Eliza is here to go ahead and let us make some money, and Bob is here as well. So they're both going to order a drink, it looks like, and as you can see here, they're doing the animation as they would to go ahead and order a drink. So for some reason he feels very shocked, I don't know why. Maybe, I don't know what on earth he is doing. As you can see here, he doesn't have very good experience, but he's trying to make the best he can out of this. So we're going to go ahead and see what it's like once he makes the drinks and how much money we'll actually get from that. So now Johnny Zest is here to buy drinks. So as you can see, the queue is building up quite fast, so hopefully he's going to go ahead and get to work a little bit instead of just standing there. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for him to actually put the drinks on the table. Says one drink, and as you can see, it actually made us 36 simoleons. Here's the next drink, and that actually made us 46 simoleons this time. Here's the third drink while we're coming out quick here, and that didn't make us any money that time, maybe because it's not, there we go, it just took a minute there. So as you can see here, the prices do change very slightly. So the first one was at like 36, next one was 42, whatever it was, and then that just one there we just had was 32 simoleons. So as you can see, it does actually make a pretty decent amount of money from something very simple like this, and it is a really, really good mod, I think. And as you can see here, they are going to come over and actually get them drinks themselves as well, which is great. So overall, I think this is an amazing mod to have in your game. It's really simple, but it adds so much more to your gameplay, so I really, really think it's beneficial for you to download it. Maybe it might not come into play straight away, but maybe in the future when you have a sim starting off new and you want them to go ahead and buy a business and start off, you know, earning money for themselves, it kind of adds a lot of storyline ideas, as you can see by that example. So I really think it's a really good mod to have. And yeah, so I'm going to leave a link down below to that page we looked at the start, so you can go ahead and download it for yourself. There is a comments page on that, so if you'd like to ask the modder themselves about this mod, any questions you may have, you can go ahead and do that. Or if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, then I'll try my best and do that for you. Just leave them down below in the comment section. So make sure you leave this video with a like, leave any questions down below like I said, and let me know if you download this mod, and leave your thoughts on it as well down below in the comment section. Make sure you leave this video with a share as well, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!